welcome to today's video. So before I get on to the big Pokemon picture that we're going to finish today, I've just got an announcement to make, and that's regarding the videos from next week. So from next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the videos that I'm doing into two separate channels. So the Artcadets videos will stay the same on a Friday, but I'm going to target a younger audience and make the content more suitable for that younger audience. So on a Tuesday, I will then be starting up my new channel, which is going to be called the Art Hive, and I'm going to move my illustrations for the Toad in the Hole book that I've been drawing onto that channel, as well as include new things like speed paints, product reviews and all sorts of things like that. So they might be longer videos and they might be a little bit more for an older audience. So I'll still be uploading 2 videos a week, and subscribe to both please, but just thought I'd put that out there so that you know what's going on. Anyway, back to today. I'm going to finish the big Pokemon picture, and I thought for this I would do not 1 or 2 extra Pokemon, but I am going to do 5, so that's really going to fill that page up. And I've done a little outline of what I want to do. I'm going to outline it in black pen and colour it in. So if you're ready, let's go. So here I am with my black fine liner, and I'm just going to go in and outline the pencil drawings that I did on my big Pokemon picture. So the way I laid these out then was to draw them out all kind of overlapping each other. Now this might be a bit complicated, it might not, but if it is, the alternative is to draw them individually, cut them out and stick them on, and that would create a really nice collage as well. And I also decided that I would do the Pokemon emblem in the middle of the page, and I thought that would kind of finish the picture off and make it look complete. So the other Pokemon that I've chosen to add to the big picture were a mixture of ones that have been suggested by you, and also a few that I personally liked, just based on their colour and how they look. So from the left we start off with Bulbasaur. Now I apologise in advance for any mispronunciation of the names of these Pokemons, but I will do my best. The one next to Bulbasaur is Jigglypuff, and this is my personal favourite just because it's pink and I really like the way it looks. So next to Jigglypuff we have Eevee, followed by Horsea, I think that's how you pronounce it, and then Squirtle the turtle on the end there. So once I'd done my outlining, I then chose a selection of colour pencils that I got that matched the colours of the individual Pokemon as near as I could. Obviously I haven't got exactly the right colours in all the places, but using what I'd got, I thought it was a pretty good match. So as I always say, make sure when you're colouring anything like this that you use a nice sharp pencil, and that makes sure you get in between all the gaps in the paper and gives a nice even coverage. This isn't going to be too much of a problem if you're using regular sketchbook paper or computer paper, because they're generally smoother and thinner, but it still provides a nice even tone if you do have a nice sharp pencil. So as I said then, you don't have to do them all, draw them the way I have done, because it can get a bit complicated if you're doing them all laying over each other and under each other, and it might be easier, as I suggested, if you were to draw them out individually, cut them out and then stick them on that way, and that can make a really effective collage too. So another reason why I chose some of the Pokemon that I did was just because I wanted a variety of different Pokemon and a variety of different colours. And there are so many to choose from, but I was really pleased with the ones I chose and the way the colours turned out. The other thing I haven't made sure of is the size of them, because obviously some of them are quite big compared to the others, so they might not all be in proportion, but I think the picture on the whole gives a nice effect and a nice selection of all the different Pokemons with all the different colours. So just to note on next week's big picture, I have got an idea in mind, but don't forget that if you've got any ideas or comments or suggestions for further videos, then you can always drop them in the comments box, because I do read and reply to all of them, and it's always really nice for me to know what you're thinking, and you guys have got some really good suggestions, so I really appreciate any comments that you've got. Now moving on to Squirtle here, as I'm colouring him in, you might notice a little mistake. Now I didn't notice until quite late on, but see if you can spot it. I do correct it in a minute, just in time I think. But that's one of the things, as I said, if you're doing lots of different things on the same page, it can get a bit confusing. And you also have to be careful, or I did at least, that you're colouring the right thing in for the right person. So magically his tail has appeared, because yes, I forgot to put his tail on. So well done if you spotted that, because it took me quite a while to get there. So just finishing up doing the Pokemon logo in the middle here, and this colour blue was amazing on this paper, and I was really pleased that I decided to do the logo in the middle there. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this big Pokemon picture and you're looking forward to another big picture next week. Don't forget to check out my new art channel, the Art Hive, as well. And I will see you then. Well, that's all for today, Artcadets. I hope you've enjoyed finishing our big Pokemon picture. Don't forget to join us next Friday when we'll be starting a new big picture. Also, don't forget to check out my new channel, the Art Hive, on Tuesday, where I'm going to be drawing something with ink. And the reason for using ink is Inktober. If you haven't heard of Inktober, then go and check out a Mr. Jake Parker on YouTube, because he invented it. And it basically means you can draw anything you like in ink. And that goes on for the whole of the month of October. So if you've liked today's video, don't forget to give us a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye!